So this woman posted, and I believe that this word HMONG is pronounced hamong. Okay, I could 100% be wrong though. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So this woman, she's Asian. She posted talking about, I understand that the Hmong community will always view me as a bad Hmong daughter because I had a black child. Okay, first of all, I'm confused because how you have a black child and you not black or not or whatever. But like, I'm gonna just play the intro, then we'll get into this. So I'm already lost in the sauce, okay? Like any sauce of your picking, baby. It can be a marinara sauce, it can be Alfredo sauce, baby. It can be barbecue, whatever sauce you like. That's the sauce that I'm lost in, right? Because, like, since when do black people come from Hamon coochies? That don't make sense. That ain't never been the math to me, right? So I commented under this post and I said, your daughter is not black, she is biracial, okay? Because black people don't come out of Asian coochies. That ain't never would been the case. And then I was like, you also knew that your family and whoever else was racist before you chose to have a half black daughter. Yet you chose to do it anyway. So I'd like to know, was the BBC fetish worth it? Like, was the trade-off worth it? That's really what I'd like to know, because this is my thing about the parents of biracial children. Y'all know good and well what y'all are getting those kids into, but y'all do it anyway because y'all don't give a fuck. And then you expect somebody to take pity on you about it. You knew good and well your community doesn't like black people, but you chose to have a half black child anyway. And I cannot imagine the trauma that that child will endure knowing that she is never going to be embraced by half of what she is. That child is half Hmong, but Hmong people are never going to claim her because they're racist, just like you just admitted, right? And you signed her up for that. I don't feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for that child because she didn't ask for that. And this is my thing about y'all. Again, y'all love to act on these fetishes. You got love, hey, you got jungle fever. You got jungle fever. You know what I'm saying? You get a little jungle fever. Ooh, I want to try me a little BBC, a little ride the stallion. You know what I'm saying? Hop on that pony. Okay, cool, right? But then you go, you have kids, and you bring kids into this shit. And you know, again, before you have a half black child, exactly how anti-black your community is. But then you want to post about it and act like you're the victim in the situation when push come to shove and shit hit the fan. And that's what I really don't appreciate about y'all. That's what I don't appreciate about y'all. Y'all know good and well how racist y'all families are. Y'all know good and well how racist y'all cultures are. And y'all still bring half black children into that shit. This is my thing. I know just like you know that your peoples is racist. That's why I stay away from y'all. Shit, you ain't never seen me at no Hmong cookout, baby. Like, the fuck, right? But your child does not have that option because she is half Hmong. She is entitled to the Hmong culture, right? So in her attempts to embrace half of who she is, she will be ostracized. She will be belittled. She will be put down and rejected at every single turn. And you signed her up for that because you thought that that BBC fetish was more important. And that's cool, right? But now you're going to have to stand on that. You're going to have to stand on that, mom. So I hope that these children, these biracial kids y'all be having, ask y'all, and I'm talking about both parents, the black parent and the non-black parent. I hope they hold y'all accountable and ask y'all, why would you sign me up for this shit? Why would you do this knowing that your families and your communities are racist? Like, why would you do that? That's so messed up. If you ask me, it's time to start holding the parents of biracial children accountable, because this is my thing. I make all these videos on YouTube about how biracials are anti-black and, they basically white supremacists and this, that, so. Don't get me wrong. I don't be lying. I ain't never got on YouTube and told a lie now. Hold up, right? But, we got to get to the root cause of the issue, because all of this starts when those biracial children are young and their parents fail them time and time again. Now, I've said 100 times in real life and on social media that there needs to be a stricter requirement for having kids than simply putting a lime in a coconut and shaking it all up, if you get my drift, right? Because a lot of you all are not equipped to be parents, period, right? But then let's take that a step further. A lot of you are not only not equipped to be parents, but you damn sure not equipped to be the monoracial parent to a biracial child. Because are you really ready for that? And the answer is 99% of the time, hell no. First of all, y'all can't even teach y'all biracial kids that they are biracial. I feel like that's like elementary, my dear Watson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the first step to like what you should do as the parent of a biracial child is teach your child what they are. Because this is my thing. Let's describe this differently, right? Let's look at it from the perspective of a transracial adoption, right? Let's say that two white people adopted a black child and they raised that child as white. That child legitimately thought that he or she was white, quite literally, right? Everybody will be appalled. Everybody will be like, why didn't you teach that child who it was? Why didn't you instill that child's culture into them? Why would you sit here and lie to that child and tell them that there's something that they're not? That must be so confusing. Like, imagine the trauma that needs to be unpacked. Yada, 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 so and so and so, right? But then y'all will turn around and do that exact same thing to y'all biracial kids. Y'all will sit here and tell somebody half Asian who dressed up in some Hmong shit that they're black. The hell, I ain't never been singing no Hmong songs because I'm not Hmong. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe they got some bops. Maybe they got some bangers, right? But I ain't never been like, oh, yeah, I'm finna dress up in my Hmong culture because, baby, I'm black. I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't, we don't do that because we not Hmong, right? But your child does do that because she is half Hmong. And you sitting here telling her that she is simply a black girl. Like, Again, y'all fail y'all biracial kids at every step of the way. Every single step of the way. You can't even do the bare minimum basics of telling your child that, they are actually of the biracial identity. What made you think you was prepared to have a biracial child? But again, y'all don't think that much. Y'all have y'all little fetish. Y'all do y'all little do. And then you just get caught up in some shit you really not ready to be caught up in. And then, where the daddy at? Because, I'm sitting here harping on the mama, and don't get me wrong, she need to get harped on, but the daddy need to get harped on too, because it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing, because these niggas be running around with we the passport bros. Get your passport, brother. Go to Asia, go to South America, and get you a non-black woman, and so and so and so. And they leave a string of these confused-ass biracial kids behind, and then they run off, and they go back to their regular life. Because, that's just men, period. Women always get stuck with the vast majority of child raising and child rearing and all of this other stuff, right? So we're not letting the daddies loose either. Don't get me wrong. This video is not just about Mama Bear. It's about Papa Bear too. Y'all are not ready for what y'all be signing up for. Because again, y'all intention is simply to have you some fetishized sex. And you know what? Have fun. I ain't mad at that. It's a lots of folks who out here with freaking fetishes and shit, right? But a child should not be the product of that shit. A child should not have to suffer because your freaky ass wanted some black dick or some Asian coochie or whatever. You shouldn't include a child in your freak nastiness. Come on now. And it's like, on one hand, I'm conflicted because, I want to start standing up more for these biracial kids because they're kids and they deserve it, right? Now, y'all biracial adults, kiss my ass. Y'all grown, shit, right? But on the other hand, it's like, I ain't nobody mammy. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like, the fuck, right? But it's like, again, my thing is, y'all be doing these biracial kids a serious injustice. I feel very bad for them. And I really hope that the biracial community can get it the fuck together. I hope that y'all begin to embrace y'all identity and y'all get y'all kids together. I hope y'all can reach out to kids like this and be like, hey, we understand what you're going through. Here's how you can maybe like navigate this situation better. Instead of biracials pretending to be black, how about y'all embrace who y'all actually are and start building your community up? Because that's what you need to do with your raggedy darn black ass. The fuck?